toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Minnesota's offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reece, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, conference play in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Hagan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the menace.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's a fake. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Open space at the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's first and 10 inside the 15. Touch pass on the run. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Going to swing it on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the... Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game referee.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Plows through the defense. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And they'll get off 1 more play before the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback will keep it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. Hits the afterburners. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown. Finally getting down after the big pickup at the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll try the run. Going airborne. Taken down after the hurdle, but he picked up the 1st down. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get...
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Working the middle, it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, what a cut! And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's West. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
The Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much.
He lost one down the sideline. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 18 over Bowling Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it near midfield. And the returner will be knocked down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Steps away. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Easy. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Mitchell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for a gap. It's West. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get to at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hard running there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Power football with the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hayes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
One back, baby, one back.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Try to get it to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout.
On the set. Lasso.
Takes the handoff. It's Richard. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Second down coming up.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Runs for the tackle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yankee blue. Pound 55.
Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
29 Philly.
The give to the tailback. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback and... are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Single.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pound their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And what a tremendous surge by the defense there on third down in a goal line situation, getting penetration, getting the tackle for loss. Now sets up.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
56, Minnesota, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire state, turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 11.
And first down for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's big.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Coming up, 4th down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.